What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly manga chapter review of Bleach. Once again, as we all know, the end is near for Bleach. We know there's probably about maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 chapters left of this series. We don't know exactly the number of chapters, but we do know it is confirmed it is coming to an end, and you can clearly see that Kubo wants to deliver some really good chapters. Even though the ending might be rushed, you can see that he really wants to deliver some good chapters before it concludes. And so, instantly, I'm just going to say this chapter, big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. Even though I know that I really do wish that this entire fight with Aizen and Bach was extended and lasted, God, 10, 20 chapters, I would love it. I'm still happy for how Kubo handled this chapter. Yes, I will admit this chapter was fantastic in that regard, because I love seeing Aizen, the Troll King, just actually doing something. I mean, he's badass alone, just sitting in the chair and just being a badass and just saying stuff. I just love how Aizen acted, his persona and the way he carried himself. But now seeing him out of the chair and actually doing stuff once again, it just instantly puts the fanboy mode on. And I'm like, yo, fucking Aizen being the Troll King, and just seeing how he's messing with Juha Bach throughout the entire chapter, I was just like, yo, this is pretty fucking good. I mean, I would have really enjoyed it if it was, you know, extended with multiple chapters, but as we know, Shonen Jump is clearly rushing Kubo, and I feel bad for him, I really do, because Bleach deserves a whole lot better. Oh, and seeing Aizen use Hado 99, bro, oh, shit, that shit was freaking hype, dude. When you just see Aizen use Hado 99, you just see his fucking dragon come in and just starts wrecking shit. That was badass, I gotta admit, even though Bleach, it's being rushed, and it's sad that Kubo has to rush thanks to Shonen Jump, seeing Aizen just fucking beat the shit out about using Hado 99, that put a smile on my face. I was glad to see it. That shit was motherfucking hype. That was pretty fucking hype. At first glance, I didn't understand the entirety of the chapter. I gotta be honest. When I first read it, I didn't understand everything. I had to go back and read it like twice just to make sure I understood the entire events of the chapter, what was really going on. So from what I gather, now I could be wrong for my interpretation of this chapter, so if I am, please forgive me, let me know in the comments below, okay? I'm willing to admit I make mistakes. But my understanding of the chapter is that Aizen, he faked himself as Renji, okay? He was appearing to be Renji, and he dived in at Juha Bach to attack him. And then he had Bankai. And then when he went in, you had it to where Juha Bach attacked him, stopped it, and then eventually it looked like, you know, Ichigo was the one that was looking like Renji. And then when Ichigo went in, you see Ichigo, he gets, you know, like his arm cut off, like you see an arm missing, and then you see how he gets impelled straight through the stomach and the chest, and then all of a sudden it turns into Aizen. What this means is that Aizen, he was actually fighting the entire chapter. It was not Renji, it was not Ichigo. Ichigo only popped up really at the end of the chapter when he attacked Juha Bach and did, you know, Tensho. He just, you know, cut Bach. So the only time that Ichigo really had a role in this chapter in the fight, or any other character, was at the end after Aizen was already impelled, pretty much. He's like, oh, you see Ichigo, huh? So, yeah. Aizen was the one fighting Bach the entire chapter, and that's just badass, just seeing Bach getting his ass handed to him by Aizen, which this is something I want to kind of dive into. So one of the things that really get me kind of weirded out, is that how Aizen knew about Renji's Bankai. Now, we don't know the entirety of Aizen's abilities, but we haven't seen the whole scope of it. I mean, we do know about his Zanpakuto and stuff, but I mean, we don't know everything about Aizen. We don't know his Bankai and stuff. So I'm very curious, like, how did he know about Renji's, like, new Bankai, the way his form looked and all that? And also, one of the other things that I'm kind of curious about is, as we know, Aizen, he fused with his Zanpakuto. From what we know in the fight he did with Ichigo, he was fusing with it. Like, there was no reason for him to have his Zanpakuto anymore, and it kind of fused with him. And so that means that he was pretty much his Zanpakuto itself. I'm curious exactly where the sword, like, you know, why did Bach think the sword was there? Because it was never there to begin with. From my understanding, Aizen did not have a sword because the sword's already, no reason, it's not there anymore. It, like, disintegrated, and it's, like, you know, a part of Aizen. So I'm curious, why did Bach think that Aizen had a sword? And then, you know, we see Aizen without a sword once, you know, the illusion's just dispelled, and you see how Aizen's impelled and all that, and he's like, oh, you're seeing Ichigo. So I'm just curious, why did Bach think he had a sword like that? I mean, we know that, you know, Aizen is a transcended being. He's different from normal Shinigami and stuff, so I'm just kind of weirded out by that. But besides that, overall the chapter was pretty damn badass. It was a very badass chapter, just seeing Aizen being Aizen once again, messing with people's minds, making them see illusions, fucking around with the fight and all that. It's great. Now, is Bach dead after what Ichigo did at the end of the chapter? I highly doubt that. I really do. I highly doubt Bach is down for the count, but knowing that we are at the end of the series, I have no idea. I mean, Kubo is the troll master. He's the troll master over Aizen. Aizen's a troll as well, so I have no idea. I mean, Bach could be dead, Bach could be alive. I doubt he's dead, I really do, but I mean, there is a possibility because, you know, end of the series. But still, seeing Bach get attacked like that from Ichigo was pretty nice. And also, once again, Kubo constantly cutting off arms and impaling people with holes in their chest. Like, that's a constant thing. I guess Kubo's trying to get out that, you know, arm-cutting fetish he constantly has throughout the entire series. Because you see Aizen's arm gone, you see Renji's arm gone in this chapter, you see fucking Ichigo's arm gone, impelled Ichigo, impelled Aizen. I'm like, damn, Kubo's going all out with his certain fetishes that he likes to doing in his fights. We're seeing it all over the place in this chapter. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, how do you feel about this week's chapter of Bleach? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Please let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. Love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.